So this is what Adam tells me, right? I'm on the phone with him, chit-chatting away. He tells me, Nick, I'm not trying to be mean here. You're one of the funniest guys I know. You're one of the funniest guys I know. But you just don't know how to tell a joke at all. You don't tell jokes, actually. You don't tell jokes. Actually, it's just weird because you're the funniest guy I know, but just because everything you say is just a big joke. It's like you live in a big joke world, like this make believe little pretend world. It's because I make a big deal out of everything, the little thing that's not a big deal, and I look at the unique angle that makes it into an interesting thing. Find the hook on every situation. I tell it into a funny little story, comical little anecdote, and that's funny, but it's not a joke. It's just my life. It's just a funny big joke of a life, right? And you laugh about it all. And that's why Adam was entertained, right? And that's what he thought was interesting. But why I thought the real value of that conversation, what I was explaining to him, is I had time of life tonight with Claudia and Isel, man. Had an amazing night, magical, romantic night. We walked around aimlessly in the city of Atlanta, viewing Martin Luther King and all of the different projects going on, the community gardens and the potential. Me and Claudia realized the first place for the open, uncontained container marketplace. That's what it's going to be called. Right next to the friendship, when we realized that friendship is actually just a collaborative ship that two people are sailing, that taking turns co-captaining the friendship, right? We figured that out. Claudia and Ethel figured that out for me, or we figured it out together after they got up in the captain's chair in the community garden, and we went to the Martin Luther King Eternal Flame, and then we saw the mural and the reflection pond and his house, Martin Luther King's house. We saw where I lived. We saw the Atlanta skyline, the most beautiful romantic skyline, or a place to view the Atlanta skyline in Atlanta. So it's just a real great time. We had fun as friends, and just really high quality extravaganza. I think we all just had a ridiculously good time. The playground was really the ticket. We played on the playground. It's like super high tech but very simple playground. It was like a sense making paradise. It was literally a sense making paradise for adults. And then me and Claudia thought of the adult playground idea, and we thought to teach adults how to make sense, you need to make a adult playground, sense making playground, with all kinds of high tech interactive art exhibits, but very hands on, tactile, like a playground, right? Like you're freaking riding a seesaw, but it's like you're having sex with your partner, but you're actually riding a seesaw, right? And so then you're going to regulate your coordination with this partner through the seesaw activity. It's going to be very sexual, very big sexual innuendos, but you're just riding a seesaw, and then you're going to be drunk, and you're going to be, modulating your consciousness in interesting ways, and just having fun, playing with these kids, doing art, playing with these other adult kids, right? Doing art, doing any kind of sense making activities, but not being sexual, or maybe being sexual, who knows? But it's all going to be a big game and a big joke, right? Just to play. It's going to be part of the community resource center. It's going to be the adult kind of playground, right? Where the adults go to play, and and then it's going to be by this kind of warehouse that we're going to be building, like the first community resource center. Claudia came with the idea. I came with the idea of renting a house. I saw this old dilapidated house. I said, wouldn't it be cool if we got a house and put down a down payment and got a house together for us people get together? I said, yeah, we're probably going to do that. It's going to be practical. And then she said, why don't we just get a warehouse and live in that warehouse, and then get all kinds of activities going in that warehouse, art stuff, selling stuff, marketplace stuff. I like both the ideas. I like ultimately the idea of a school, getting a school and then putting shipping containers in the school around it, right? To have the hub in the middle in the school, or like a strip mall, right? That idea. But we ultimately decided on the first shipping, contained emergent market across the street from the Martin Luther King Center place, because a crazy amount of traffic, great tourist attraction, great streetcar location, empty lot, part of community garden, right there. All the points, all the pieces, parts are coming together right there. And I showed Claudia the puzzle, and we have the drawings, and I showed her how to do it, right, and what the people to connect to. So she's going to connect to the Dashboard Co-op. These are the people that give spaces to artists and other ideas, people, nonprofits that have want to make a positive change, and so she has connections there. She's going to work that angle, and we're going to build this thing out in Atlanta. We're going to make it happen here in Martin Luther King's home. We're going to help make his dream come true, because I have a dream too. Me and Martin Luther King both had a dream. We've both been walking these streets of Atlanta, and all these people we've been working with have been walking these streets of Atlanta and the streets of the U.S. and the streets of the world, right? And we all see the change that needs to happen, and we're going to do it. We're going to bring the personal science to the people, and we're going to help everybody learn about themselves and learn about others, and by playing and being creative and doing art and being happy and writing your own personal narrative and understanding who it is you are and who it is other people are, how to get what you want and how to help others get what they want. We're all going to be harmonious and happy. It's going to be pretty freaking sweet.